And one of Len's great partners in a verbal tango is host Tom Bergeron. The two of you were magic together. Before we get to the memory, did you have any kind of inclination that he wasn't well?
I had seen a few pictures from their last season where it looked as if he had lost quite a bit of weight, and I knew he had had a bout with cancer some years ago. So I was concerned based on that. So yeah, so I thought there might have been some health issues which made him decide to retire.
He just said it like it was, right? I mean, he was the greatest grump on television, and I think that you had so many interactions. When you think of Len, what will come, to the top of your mind?
Well, it's funny and a bit ironic. One of his social media handles was always grouchy Len Goodman, and in truth, he was. What I'll remember is the smile and the twinkle in the eye. He would always honestly critique the dances, but he would ratchet up the grouchy for television. And I remember times like we'd go to a commercial break and he'd call me over. He'd go, "That was good, wasn't it?"
Yeah.
Yes, Len, it was great.
he relished in a
He
boo,
did.
right? When he would say
He,
something unpopular and they'd boo him, you could see he was
right.
beaming.
Exactly. But conversely, a 10 from Len was an honor that every celebrity, every pro knew when it was bestowed on them. They basked in that, even if they didn't go on to win.
What about the first time you met Len? Like they told you about him, you probably hadn't met the guy before, but
Right.
how did you two come together?
It was a lunch. I think the first time I met all the judges, Carrie, Bruno, and Len, was at a lunch with the producers back in 2005. And I remember because chemistry is such is catching lightning in a bottle, and it doesn't always happen. And I walked away from that lunch thinking, I don't know if this show's going to be a hit, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
One of the funniest things, I always thought Dancing with the Stars was a great show, but the show that was never made that should have been was The Odd Couple starring Bruno and Len. They lived together in an apartment
Yeah.
complex. Can you imagine the
Right.
chaos?
Yeah, no, that's definitely. It's sort of like Jack Klugman and Nathan Lane, I think, in that case. Yeah.
Len was Klugman.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
And he loved golf. I got the sense that he was happy. Like, as grumpy as he was on
Yeah.
television, I got
Yeah.
the sense in life he was happy.
Yeah. He was an absolute sweetheart, and it was always one of my greatest pleasures when we'd be coming back from hiatus to see him in the offices walking around in his golf shirt and shorts
Yeah.
and just with that wonderful infectious smile.
Tom, if it were left to you to write the epithet on the tombstone, what would you do?
I put out a montage of pictures this morning on my Instagram page, and I was thinking so much about what to say, and all I said simply was, "A good man indeed."
Oh, Len Goodman, absolutely.
Yeah,
Tom, thank you
yeah.
so much. Lots of love. You're the best.
Take care, Billy.
You
Great
made
to see you.
magic together with Len. It was one of the great
He was,
sparring
it
acts.
was
You
one of
too.
the, yeah, yeah. It was one of my favorite parts of the show was just teasing him. And just quickly, I'll tell you, there was a point where he said to me, towards the later seasons, he said, "You're not picking on my age as much anymore." I said, "Yeah, because now I'm older than you were when we started."
Don't worry, I'll find something else, Len.
Exactly, exactly.
Bless you, Tom. Thank you so much.
Take care, buddy.